So this is a quick video just to talk about the beginning of a journey. I've been wanting to edit together some footage for a while, just to kind of stay in touch with people virtually, and I thought that a video log would be a good way to do it. So this is day 5 of self-quarantine in a hotel, 4 stars. It's pretty nice, so no complaints, and 2 weeks mandatory quarantine when you arrive in Vietnam. So I've been signed up by a company called EMG, and they were quite keen to sign up some new teachers, so they organised this whole thing. So I actually wrote something this morning, I wanted to talk about. It's about challenges, because in many ways, 2 weeks self-quarantining is a challenge, and you could see it as something else, but it is a challenge. And in fact, what I wrote is that the world around you is going to challenge you until you pass away. Your inner light is always in perfect balance. Your inner self, the challenges that arise are maintaining that balance. So seeing that challenges are actually not against you, but in a way balancing you out. When you fight the challenge, you give it more energy. Accepted challenges are more smoothly experienced. So that resistance to a challenge may be kind of making it worse. So you might have experienced that. At times something arises and we kind of see it as a hostile event, when actually it's normally to do with our karma. In fact, I think it always is. So something we've done caused that to happen, but it's not an isolated event that is there to bring you down. It's only going to take you where you want it to take you. So it'll bring you down if you let it. It'll bring you up if you let it as well. I wrote, awareness is taking back wasted energy. If you're aware, if you become aware, present, you're going to waste less energy resisting challenges. I could wake up here and kind of feel sorry for myself for being in a room, but that feeling sorry for myself is not helpful at all. So why would I do it? Because it's an impulse to feel sorry for yourself. And we get it, I think, when we feel like the world around is hostile to us and we're poor little me. This challenge is not something I want, something I need, but I think that point of view is not going to be helpful. So I normally wake up and have a coffee and try and see the positives. Like, I've got this big window next to me. Sunshine comes through all morning. I wrote, the ego seeks pleasure from the world around us. But why does it do so? Because the ego is the persistent idea of oneself as separate. This separation feeling leads to desire, and the desires normally leave us feeling unfulfilled, even when we quench those desires. Feeling unfulfilled or incomplete, we're going to always be unfulfilled. Nothing is going to fill that gap, because the gap is a mind-made gap. And if you're looking for pleasure all the time, it's worth questioning, where's the space you're in that needs pleasure? Why do you need something right now to be fulfilled? Is this pleasure really what you want, or are you just distracting yourself from what you really want, which is more times than not just to be happy, to feel at peace? So I'd argue that becoming aware of where you are, the space you're in, just being present, you can actually, identify what you're really wanting and not kind of bury your real need with unfulfilling, where it could be food, it could be just distracting yourself with whatever it is you do to distract yourself. I believe in our current culture in Europe anyway, or America, we're fed kind of pleasure, we're told to indulge in food, and fear therefore is a big thing in the news, whereas pleasure is a big thing in the adverts. If you're watching CNN and have adverts between the news headlines, you can see where we get a bit distracted with our spiritual experience, let's say. So yeah, I just wrote to sum it up that calming the mind for awareness dissipates the ego, and it reduces desire simultaneously. Because becoming aware is the soft way of dissipating the ego. Brute force is normally going to lead to your ego just taking over again. So awareness could be the key here, I guess. It's what's worked for me with silly cravings of food when I've just eaten, or feeling like you don't know what to do with yourself in self-isolation. Just finished a chapter of Game of Thrones. Oh, what to do now, What to do with myself? Well, I'm just going to still myself and realise, why do I need to do anything? And then it kind of sorts itself out. I start feeling more one with what's around me, more empathetic towards just people in my life. I've got more energy for them, suddenly less energy is spent just thinking about poor little me, and suddenly I don't look for pleasure so much. I'm kind of more looking to kind of give my service, almost, stay in touch with people, see if they're alright. Suddenly my time's filled quite naturally, organically, without force. So yeah, bliss. Peace out. Thanks for listening.